Good afternoon, welcome to T.W White Sons. Thank you for taking the time to browse our website and have a look at our used approved vehicles we have available. We've recently taken in part exchange this very nice Mazda6. So I actually look after the customers who bought this car from us, and they've dealt with us on many occasions and had a number of vehicles from us. It's actually a mother and daughter, and so this was the mother's car, and the daughter in question normally drives a Mazda 2. But what's actually happened this time round is they've switched. So the mother has part exchanged this vehicle against another Mazda 6, but that's actually gone into the daughter's name, and the Mazda 2 that the daughter was driving, which was on a PCP agreement, they've actually paid that off and transferred that into the mother's name, because she wanted something a bit smaller, whereas the daughter does a lot more driving, sort of a daily commute, so wanted the bigger, more comfortable car. So it all worked out quite well, really. So yeah, going back to the car we've got here, so it's one owner from new, obviously supplied and fully serviced at our dealership in Bookham. It's finished in the snowflake white, and as you can see, sort of looking round, it is in really nice condition. We'll hop inside the car in just a second, but you'll see from that point it's exceptionally low mileage. In terms of the car itself, it's a 145 PS 2-litre engine, so it's the petrol model, and if we jump in, you'll see it's the automatic transmission, which tends to suit the bigger vehicle, being an automatic. In terms of specification, this is the SE-L Nav, so you get these nice premium black cloth seats, and albeit the entry level model, it has got a nice finish to it. So this sort of leather trim on the door card, some nice stitching, and finished well with the chrome there as well. And you'll also see that sort of follows through the dashboard here as well, so really nice feel to the car. And you've got this sort of chrome finish here, and all the controls, so the air conditioning controls are finished with chrome, and likewise on the hand controls here for the MZD system. So it's a very nice feel of quality in this car, despite the fact it is the entry level model. We'll just start the engine up, so it's push to start. I'll just show you now. The car has got both of its keys with it. And just to confirm the mileage on the car, it is just over 6,500, so very, very light usage. It's had a very easy life so far. So just to run through a few bits the vehicle has to offer. So it's got a very nice wide display here on the dashboard. It's got front and rear parking sensors, so if I put the vehicle into reverse, you get this display come up, so it tells you at the front and the back of the car where the object that you could potentially hit is going to be located. Just pop it back into park and put the handbrake on. Fully equipped with FM, AM and DAB radio with Bluetooth connectivity, but also with this being one of the newer vehicles in the range, and having the most recent update the Mazda6 had to offer, it does also feature Apple Carplay and Android Auto. So very useful if you use maps quite frequently or wanted to pair your music with the car. You'd actually plug that in just down here. So you've got two USB ports. One of them you can probably see has got a little phone icon next to it, so that's the one that's compatible with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It's also got, I don't know how well you can see this on the video, but a projected heads-up display. So you get like a hologram of your speed, and also that little circle there, again, not sure how well that is showing on the video, but that's actually an indicator of the speed limit on the road you are driving on. So again, something you may not expect to have as standard until you get to the very top end of the range of cars, but this car does feature it. I'm also just going to touch on the safety features this car has to offer too. So you've got a really nice sort of selection here. So distance recognition support, this actually happens when you're driving, and it occurs on the heads-up display here. So you get a little diagram of a car that's in front of you, and the colour of that car differs from sort of grey, orange or red, depending on how close the vehicle feels you are to that car. Obviously amber being a safe distance, but you know, watch how close you are. Red being that you are too close to that vehicle. You've got smart city brake support, which is the auto front braking system, which is effective for vehicles, cyclists and pedestrians. So it puts the brakes on in a situation where it feels you are not going to stop in time to avoid hitting an object. You've then got blind spot monitoring. Now I'm going to turn the engine off and turn it back on to show you this bit. So if you watch the top right hand corner of this wing mirror, see that little orange light there? So that is that is present on both sides of the car. And if somebody's in your blind spot, say you're on a motorway and there's somebody overtaking you, that light will illuminate. And if whilst that light is illuminated, you then indicate as if you're going to pull out in front of that car, it gives you an audible warning as well. So I've got it on my own vehicle, really, really useful. And it also detects things like motorcyclists, which are more difficult to see, particularly in the blind spot. The traffic sign recognition I touched on just now, so that's on the heads-up display. But the other one is lane keep assist system. So this it warns you if you're drifting across the white line, but it actually gently corrects the steering for you as well if you have the lane keeper system activated. So again, a very useful feature to have, and perhaps not something you would expect on the entry-level car. So I think that's sort of a good selection of the controls and the features that this car has got. I'm just going to show you a couple of other nice perks to this vehicle. So probably goes without saying, and you can probably see from the video, that the Mazda 6 is one of the bigger vehicles we offer in the range. I'm just going to show you the size of the boot. So very, very spacious boot, and you have these levers just here where you can undo the rear seats and you can fold those flat. And then something else that they made standard, and I will just turn them on so you can see, is that the car has LED headlights as standard as well. Now, if you've never experienced LED headlights, they are absolutely superb at night time. They make a huge difference to nighttime driving. So again, something you may not expect as standard on the entry-level car. So I think that really summarises the vehicle. It's one owner, very low mileage, very well looked after, and supplied and serviced by ourselves. One of the best driving cars in terms of comfort and smoothness, the Mazda 6. And if you wanted to come and experience it for yourself, please get in touch and give us a call and arrange a time to come and have a look at the car. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and we hope to hear from you soon.